Hi everyone, welcome to Northline Junction. This is my first ever YouTube video. It's quite bizarre, really, that I'm actually finally filming a video. Well, sort of trying to film a video on my phone. I woke up this morning and I thought, you know what, I've been putting it off way too long. I'm just gonna, instead of trying to get my cameras out and microphones out and stuff, I'm just gonna jump up straight in the loft and just go and just shoot it on my phone, really. So this is where we're at. And yeah, it's mainly just a little video, really, just to, just to go on about what my plans are and sort of what I'm gonna try and achieve this year, really. So yeah, this is me. This is my first video. I've been into trains, locos since I was a kid, really. I don't know where it came from. I think I was into like the Thomas the Tank stuff when I was a kid, and then it sort of grew into Hornby, mainly Hornby. Like when I was a kid, I don't even remember the likes of Bachman and well, definitely won't remember Akira Scale because I don't even think they were around then. But definitely Bachman, I don't even really remember. I think I had a Flying Scotsman Hornby set as a kid, and I absolutely loved that. Loved that. My granddad built me a class layout. I say class. I loved it. It was a sort of like one of them the track map that you get. Track mat that you get with the Hornby Flying Scotsman sets. We sort of built that when I was a kid, and I loved it. And then I went to secondary school, and it was things changed. Basically, you get into groups, don't you? You start doing more teenager things, knocking about with your mates and parks. Definitely in the northeast, anyway. And yeah, and this whole train thing sort of got put to bed and forgotten about, and I can't remember where it came from. I want to say a video may have popped up on YouTube. I think it was Richard from Everard Junction. It was the first sort of train YouTuber or sort of model railway YouTuber. And yeah, basically I watched that. I sort of got into it. I started watching another YouTuber called AY76. Now I don't think he's been active in a long time, but if anyone remembers AY76, I was blown away by his layout. It was just super detailed and it was mental. But I've not heard or seen from him, and I say heard or see from like he's my mate, but I've not seen him post in a good few years. So if anyone knows about the guy that had AY76 channel, is he okay? Is he still going? Does anyone know? Just drop a comment down below and let me know if anyone knows. But yeah, and then yeah, where was I at? Yeah, so it sort of got me back into it, and then I sort of came across Richard at New Junction, and I watched a lot of his videos, and then some of the newer ones, Sam's Trains and Double O'Neill as a few, Charlie at Chadwick Model Railway, all them sorts of people, and it sort of I got the buzz for it again, and I really wanted to build a layout. So I started, as you can see here, I started to collect different things, a few different locos. There's all sorts in here. I've just collected them over time. A couple of Mark IIIs there. Quite a few Dapple 68s, as you can see. All sorts, really. What else we got in here? Tornado there, Bachman Tornado. That's got sound as well. And yeah, if you want me to do a video, I've also got my pride and joy, my Azuma Class 800. I absolutely love that. But yeah, if you want me to do a video on what I've got more downstairs. I've just took purchase of a Class 92, like card. Can't even say it. Cardonian sleepers. Caledonian sleepers. Jesus, you can tell I've just woken up. Yeah, so the Caledonian sleepers, the Class 92 one. I've just took that and it's absolutely awesome. I'm so glad I got it sound fitted. It's sick. Probably my favourite loco. I'm hoping Akira Scale can find some stock somewhere for the Mark 5 coaches, because that would be sick. I did pre-order the Mark 5 TPE coaches, Transpennine Express coaches, for my Class 68 that I've got in TPE livery. So I'm looking forward to them. I thought they should be with us soon. I've also pre-ordered the Class 37 in the Rail Operations Group livery by Cura Scale? Yes, by Cura Scale. I forgot though who built them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think they're going to be later on in the year, maybe May time, which is my birthday, so that'd be great. But yeah, I'm rambling on now, so I'm just gonna crack on and show you my plan of attack. So my plan of attack is this section here, from here all the way up to the end of the wall. As you can see there, I built some sort of timber framing, and I was going to put this type board on, and that was going to be my layout. It was going to be a TMD layout, and basically I was just going to run it end to end, because I, like I say, I have a lot of Class 66s, Class 68, a lot of diesels really. I just wanted something to run and sort of shunt things and stuff like that. And that's the plan. But like I say, I'm still in the back burner about moving, and I still want to move. I should have said me and my partner still want to move. So I bought these. Now these are White Rose baseboards. They are based in the northeast in a place called Beedale, or just outside Beedale. And they are 600 by 1200 mil boards, so 60 centimeters by, oh my god, what my mind's gone. What did I say? 1600 by 600? No, they're not. The 1200 by 600. So they were 120 centimeters by 60 centimeters. My mind just went there, and I got 3 of them. So I've got one here, one there, and then I've got one that I've not built yet. This is how it comes. It comes with a bit of glue. And yeah, I need to glue them 2 together. I've just put them up now, and then I've got the 3rd one to do. So that gives me 3.6 meters in length, which it was quite long. Off the top of my head, I would guess it's probably about from here. You can't really tell because of my phone, but from like here to the wall, maybe. It's quite a long length. It's definitely 3 of these. It's 3 of these, isn't it? These are 98. These Pico tracks. These are, I don't like 98 centimeters long or something, just under a meter long. So you're gonna almost get 4 of them lengthwise, which sort of, it's a canny size layout. It's a canny size TMD area. So yeah, that was the plan. Is to put them 3 where I built that sort of base unit thing for the first layout, and that's where I'm at. So yeah, I've got my only issue is, and I hope whoever watches this, if anyone watches this video, I need to find out. You see these boards here? These run all along, and I think it's to keep the separation between the beams, but I'm not sure. Does anyone know whether or not I can get more of these pieces of wood, put them like quite high up, and then get rid of these ones? Because as you can tell, where I'm going to put the layout, they're going to be right in the way, and they're going to be a nightmare for me to try and build the layout, as well as a nightmare to try and get the boards in and out, and at the same time trying to film the layout. And there's no other way I could do it. I could do it sort of this side, so like here, where that board is there, I can sort of put them there, but then it's losing space between the board and then this side, because even though it looks quite wide, it's not. By the time I have to push the boards that way a bit, because when I have the back scene up, it's going to be the back seam's going to be sort of like, it's not, you're not going to be able to get it straight up because of the beams that are there. I'm going to have to push that board like that way a bit so I can get the back seam up and straight, but then it's not giving me much room this side to be able to do it. So I don't know. I need to have a think. But if anyone knows if I can move them and put them up at height, then that'd be sick. Happy days. I can do what everyone else does, which is put them in between beams, and sick. That's where I'm at. So yeah, that's where I'm at. We'll go into any rail in a bit, and I'll show you my plans, because things have changed. I won't spoil it and say what's changed, but let's just say the layout's got a little bit bigger, or quite a lot bigger. But yeah, so we'll go on at any rail in a second, and I'll show you what's changed and my thought process behind it, and see what you guys think. Any feedback from you guys would be greatly appreciated. Because I'm new to this, really. I joined a club last year, Darlington Model Railway Club, and I'm learning there. I've also learned quite a lot on YouTube as well. So yeah, we'll see. One thing I forgot to mention is this loft is so much easier to work in because I've boarded it. Well, I didn't board it. I paid someone to board it out, but I got it boarded out. Not a whole loft, because I'm planning on just putting pieces of boards across there just loosely, and putting all say rubbish, but like printers and fans from the summer, and odd fish tank and boxes and Christmas decorations, the usual stuff you put up in the loft. I'm just going to put that there, and then I've got literally all of this space then. Not that I want to clutter it up, but obviously I've got quite a large, well, I wouldn't say large amount of stock and locos and stuff, but I need somewhere to put them out the way while I'm building on the layout. So yeah, the loft's been boarded, and I'm quite happy with that. I don't know if you can see there, but it's sort of like one board's width, and then it stops. I'm thinking of maybe doing it myself, because now I know how the guy done it. I can sort of do it myself because I'm not completely useless, but just put 2 extra boards here, just sort of fill that space, just so then the whole surrounding of the hatch is covered. I also got him to install quite a bit bigger loft hatch, because like I say, we are planning on moving, and me having these baseboards, one reason being is they're super light, and if I do move, I can then take them with me, because you'll see on the plan and any rail in a second that I have planned to put only the scenery on these boards, and that's as far as I'm going to go without spoiling it. You'll have to watch further on to see what my plan is, but it's easy enough to, when we do move, I can take these boards with me. I'm not going to say anymore, but that's where we're at. So my plan is today is to glue these boards, and then I'm going to paint it. Richard from New Junction recommended this paint, but you could probably use any paint. I just went with this one because I know Richard uses it. I'm pretty certain he used the same one at Hornby magazine. So it's just to put a base coat on the boards, just to protect the wood a bit better from the elements, I guess. Just to give it a bit of protection, really. And just a good base point, especially if you're doing a TMD layout, then grey is probably the best colour. Maybe if you were doing like sort of a layout where it's sort of in the sticks, as we would say, or in like a fieldy sort of layout, not in the city, sort of urban, further out field, maybe do a brown colour. So I guess it's entirely up to you, really, and what you've got available. I don't see why you couldn't use white either. It's I don't know, because it's going to get covered eventually anyway, so yeah, it's entirely up to you guys, I guess. But like I say, Richard from New Junction recommended this one, so I got it, and I'll go with that one, I guess. And if it goes wrong, then I'll blame him. But yeah, why do I kind of smell toast? It smells burning. Right, I'm gonna hurry this up and see what's going on downstairs. But yeah, so we'll, like I say, we'll jump into any rail, and I'll show you the plan of attack. Um, and yeah, any feedback, guys, would be greatly appreciated. Let me know about these boards across these beams, and also, yeah, if you want to see a video on any rail or my what stock I've got, what I've sort of bought over the years. Feel I can. It's easy enough. Just have to set a tripod over and a camera, and I can just go through everything that I've got. I like to say I've got more stuff downstairs. This is just what not I wouldn't say all the stuff, but I'm sort of just testing because I got a bit of track downstairs that I just it's the same length as one of them. I just run them just to make sure that they're all good because they're sort of like newer stuff, like they say the Class 92. I tested that, and yeah, that's where we're at. So yeah, right guys, let's jump over to AnyRail. Hi guys, so this is AnyRail. Now, if you've not heard of this, this is a very good software to use for designing layouts, as you can see in this picture here. Um, it's fantastic. I've used it quite a lot, as you'll see in some of my designs in a bit. Now, you do have to pay for this, or you can see here, you can try it for free, and it allows you to lay 50 sections of track. Now, if you've only got a small layout, maybe like a small shelf layout or a small TMD layout, you might be able to get away with using that free software. And as you can see there, it's downloaded for Windows only at the minute. Hopefully in the near future, we might be able to get Apple iOS sort of software. But if you do choose to buy it, right at the top here, if you just click on buy, and it brings up there, it's £47, which is fairly expensive, but at the same time, like I get a lot of enjoyment out of just creating layouts on here. There's so much you can do with it. But it's a one-off free. If you see there, look, you get the free updates whenever you improve the versions and even the newer versions. And you can actually install it on multiple computers. So say, for instance, you've got a PC at home and you've got it installed there, but you might also have a laptop. You can also install it on your laptop. Not sure if it works if you've got a Windows phone or Windows tablet, but if it does, let me know in the comment section. I might have to give that a try in the future. So yeah, this is called AnyRail. It's fantastic. If anyone would like me to do a video on how to use it, just let me know, and I'm more than willing to do a video on that. So if I just get rid of this section here, I'll show you my first layout plan. So this is my first layout design. It consists of three boards, 1200 mil or 1.2 meters each board length, so it's 3.6 meters in length, and it's an end-to-end layout. There would be further boards added. Oh, that was just me scan coming up from my antivirus. Yeah, so there is going to be or would be two boards either end of this as well for the fiddle yards. And yeah, it's a nice simple layout. I enjoy building this one. It's got a TMD section, a little refueling point for DMUs maybe. And yeah, this was the first plan. So this is layout two. Now, as you can see here, there's only one exit, and that's down here in the bottom right corner. So my plan was maybe if I had two fiddle yards, it might be a bit of a nightmare. So what I decided was I'm just going to have one exit and one fiddle yard. Now, as you can see on the plan, I've not bothered putting a station in. And my reason behind this was maybe I could create a bigger layout when I move in the future, in a loft or wherever, and that be a proper one for my larger locos. And this was just something that I could use in the garage or in one of the spare rooms, just so I can run trains basically. Um, and yeah, this is the sort of layout. As you can see here, it's all TMD basically. Um, Section here to put some DMUs in for refueling. A couple of little sheds there. I would probably like one be for network rail, one maybe for DRS. And then my plan up here was to have a section for steam locos, like preserved locos, maybe your flying Scotsmans, or your tornadoes can come in and breed coal, breed water, things like that. So I've never really seen that on a layout before. A, a sort of section for steam to come in and maybe refuel with coal and stuff. So that was my plan behind that one. I quite like this, to be fair. It's quite open. There's a lot more space to get more scenery in, more like porta cabins and car parks for the TMD area and stuff like that. So this was layout 2. Now, as you can see, layout 3 has drastically changed again. And this was similarly based to a layout that I was looking at buying on eBay, and it got a bit too expensive, let's put it that way, and I decided against it. And I thought to myself, it's a lot more fun to build your own, isn't it? But this layout is going to be, well, as you can see there, it's 4.8 meters long. So this one was an extra board basically. Um, and yeah, it has a station here hidden by this purple box, well, sort of purple. And as you can see, um, this box here would be a town scene above the station to hide the curves that run behind it, because they're a bit tighter curves. And me personally, I don't like the tighter curves. It just doesn't feel as realistic for me. So that was my reason behind that. Also, I could put a full length, well, almost a full length HST or a zoomer in there, and it would be hidden by the scenery section above it, and I could just have the front of the train stopping at the front of the station. So that was my plan behind that. As you can see, as a running theme, there's another TMD section here. I love my TMDs. So that was my reason for putting that in. And then this black sort of, I can't think of what the shape's called there, but this black section here would be a bridge, some sort of bridge, but with grass on it. Now, if I could find a picture, I'll pull it up now. But there's so many bridges like this in my area where I live in the northeast, where it's sort of like a cycle track but run down with bushes and things, and they have pipe work underneath, and they're quite a cool looking feature. And I thought, you know what, I would have one of them there. So that was my plan for this one. Now, the next plan that I'm going to show you is the plan that I looked at doing for the loft space that I'm showing you upstairs. And I'm going to show you that now. So this is layout plan 4, and as you can see, it's just gone crazy. I've gone full length fiddle yard, and yeah, this was consistent of, well, it's more than 6 meters long, so I'd have to get a few more boards from White Rose to do this, but this was the plan, and this has got so much in it. It's got double slabs, it's got all sorts. And I'm very strong on building this up in the loft. But as you can see here, I've got a section for your faster trains, your bigger trains here at the station, and then I've got another 2 station platforms here for smaller DMUs. I've also got a huge section here, TMD area, network rail, all sorts would be going on in this section. And then it would slope out and go into a ton off scene. And then I don't know what I would do to break this scene up here, but none of these boards here would be in the scenery. So I love this idea of the layout, and I probably will do it, but um, things have changed, let's say, since I did the video on the loft. It's been a few weeks since I did that video. Things have got in the way, and yeah, it sort of changed a little bit in terms of era for one and size for two. Now, in the back of my mind, we'll be moving house one day. Um, Probably not this year with the current circumstances, maybe next year. Um, but I don't want to build a layout in the loft this big and have to dismantle it in a year's so's time. I could use White Rose, and I could have it where it's modular, a bit like New Junction. Um, but it's a big task, and it's a big thing that I would have to move, um, because it's just going to be a nightmare basically. So I want to hold off on this and um, maybe look at this when I move. So my plan is, and you'll see this in the next video, where I'm hopefully going to have footage of me building the baseboards, because I don't think I'm going to use right rows, because you'll see in a second. Um, yeah, I'm going to show you. I'm just basically wrapping it up. I'm going to show you what the next plan is. So guys, this is the next plan. Now this doesn't look that big, but this layout is actually huge. This is 5 meters by 1 meters, and I don't know if any of you will notice this does look familiar, but this is a place called Lakeside, and it's in the Lake District, and it's one of my favorite places to go. It's a heritage line. So I want to build this layout. I've been starting to collect a few locos to run on it, and yeah, it's amazing. I'm gonna get up some Google Earth shots in a second, so you can compare. Um, and yeah, this is my plan, and I'm going to follow this through. It's going to go in the garage. It's 5 meters long, so it just about fits in the garage. Um, and that's not including the fiddle yard, so I don't know what I'm going to do there. But it's more just for me to run a few little locos up and down the line a little bit. Um, and we'll see from there. As you can see, these brown squares in this weird shape, brown shape, said shape twice there, is sheds. And I'll show you in a second what it looks like in real time. But I've put a lot of work into this plan. I've even been on Google Earth, and if you've never used Google Earth before, it's a really good um, tool to use if you're wanting to do an accurate sort of layout. If it's like based on something, and I've really gone to town. You can use this measuring tape, and it'll tell me how much in meters. Um, it is, and then I can obviously convert that with the 1:76 scale down. So this section is perfectly, I wouldn't say perfectly actually, because I know a few people are gonna question how perfect it is, but it's fairly accurate to the size of that it is in real life. Just like I said, it's just been dumbed down a bit. This section here, where you see the tracks just disappear, is actually a tunnel section. Uh, the track in real life does go under there, and there is actually two points in there for the train to come in at the station, stop, uncouple, go through the tunnel, come back out the other side, come back down, and then join back onto the last coach here and pull away again. So this is the plan. I think I'm going to go with it. We'll definitely see in the next video uh, if I do or not. And yeah, I'll what we'll do now is I'll just quickly go into Google Earth and we'll show you this. Okay, guys, so this is the layout. It's Lakeside and Haverfordwest Railway. I hope I've spelled that wrong and I've not butchered it. And I'd hope to think that you can sort of see if I can just bring this down, bring this one up. So I don't know if you can see the similarities there. Um, I'm hoping you can. It sort of looks similar. Um, I don't know how I'm going to be able to build this. This is going to have to be scratch built. Same with these. I don't want it to be totally accurate, and I'm not going to be calling it um, Lakeside and Haversway Railway. Definitely not, because what I don't want is if I do take it to expeditions, people go, "Oh, well, that's wrong. Well, that's wrong." Um, I just want it to be as close or similar to it as I can, because I've never done scratch building before, and I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to get some of these buildings wrong. So I may want to use a few resin buildings. Um, if I just use the little guy here, I'll be able to show you a bit better. So this is it here. It's a beautiful place. I absolutely love it. The lakes is my
my favorite place ever. Um, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to building it. As you can see here, it's got like the red on it. I can't. If someone might be able to tell me, doesn't the red isn't the red sort of based like north, didn't the paint like the northern regions the red? How like different areas might have blue or different colours. I'm sure the red is like for north maybe. I might be wrong. Might be totally butchering that information, but I feel like that might be right. Um, I want to say these buildings here, I feel like Scenecraft or maybe even Hornby Scale range have something similar, and I might be able to use them. If not, most of the buildings here, I feel like I could probably kit build, and they don't look that difficult. Maybe this canopy pergola thing here might be a bit difficult, but definitely these buildings across here and these here shouldn't be too difficult. Now, as you can see here, there's two Fairburns. Um, you got 42085 and you got 42073. Now, I've got the 42085 in model form, and I'm currently on the hunt for 42073. Now, I'm going to Doncaster Model Railway Show on Saturday. Well, by the time this video's gone out, I'll have already been. So I'm hoping I'm going to find it there. Um, if I don't, if anyone has one and they're willing to sell it at a reasonably priced, let me know. Um, and I'll get in touch and we'll see what we can do. Just drop a comment or wherever you see this video, leave a comment and I'm sure I'll come across it. Um, so yeah, this is where I'm going to do my layout basically. Um, I'm pretty certain I might be able to get the first line if I just drop out of here a second. My layout should finish. Maybe this first road might be in it, and obviously I've got all this to do. So it's a kind of size, um, as you can see. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. If I just bring up uh, Lakeside uh, and I go onto their website, the website is really good. Um, it's really good for me basing it for basing my layout on it because I can jump into about and it tells me what local and stock they are. Now, I just bought this Repulse Hunslet, but it's in its original colours. Now, this is where I don't want to do like for like because there's not a model form of this. But like I say, I have got it, it's more this colour in its original form. Um, so that's why I just want to base it on it. And who knows, maybe my layout's set in the future and they've repainted it back to its original colours. So yeah, that's what I say. I want to base it loosely off it. Now there's a few locos here that I also want to collect. There's a class 11 there that I've heard rumours. There's some I can't remember who's looking to create it or build it. But there is some that who was it? Maybe Helgen might be making it, but I know there's rumours of it anyway. Then obviously you got your class 20, which I need to try and find one. Shouldn't be too hard to find. This class 110 diesel. Now I've searched for these and I find a few on eBay and stuff, but never with this like number plate at the top. It's always got that missing. It's just got like the name of where it's going, I think there. Uh, So I don't know if anyone can tell me if there is a model form like exactly similar to this or not. And then as for your class threes, it should be able to get hold of them or something similar. And yeah, this is the stock that I have. I've got about 3 or 4 coaches now, but I don't need that many. Um, we should be all right. When you look back here, most of them are going to be stored in these sheds. These are for the coaches, and this one here in particular, and this one when you go, you can actually look inside and it just have a few of the locals in there that are not running. But yeah, this is the main part of the video really. Just looking at a couple of my layout designs and plans and ideas. And if anyone's got any comments about maybe I should change this or do this, please do let me know. This is just my first video. I'm hoping to improve on the video quality of them in the future. This video sort of felt a bit rushed just because I wanted to get a video out um, on the YouTube channel, just because I've got like maybe 15 people following the Facebook page now, which is amazing because I posted like one thing to say there's a video coming. Um, and I just wanted to be able to get a video out to people that I've already followed, really. So yeah, if like I say, if anyone's got any questions or anyone would like me to do um, a little bit of a demo on how to use any rail, just let me know and I can create one. Same with if anyone would like to see all my stock of locos and coaches, etc. that I have currently got, I can do that. That's not a problem. Just let me know. But thank you everyone for just taking out your time to whoever's watched it. Really appreciate it. I just thought I'd document my journey into the model railway industry, to be honest. Um, and yeah, if I can't remember if I mentioned it in the first part of the video, but I have joined a railway club, model railway club, and we are creating a layout with a museum on. So if people would like to see updates on that, just let me know and I can create a video on that. It's very interesting because everyone that's creating the layout is very new to the game. I think only one out of, well, two out of four of us have layouts, and I don't have one. Another lad doesn't have one yet. Another lad is probably been in the game for a long time in terms of model railways, so he's sort of like helping us along. And then, like you say, another lad's just started building his layout. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll hopefully get a new video out in the next couple of weeks. I'm not gonna be able to start the layout this weekend, like I say, because I'll be to Doncaster, but definitely in the week or the week after, I'll be able to start creating the boards for this layout. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. See you later. Bye now.